Hey everyone, RogueGold here. Welcome back to The Division 2. In this one, I want to bring things up to speed a little bit, headlined by the fact that we just got some big news on the Division 2 schedule at Gamescom. In case you forgot or weren't around, last year Gamescom was a big moment for the community as we saw the reveal of the Division 2 survivors on top of other big announcements. And so, we now know what some of the big topics are going to be addressed there, including crossplay, but also when exactly these reveals are going down. And then there's a bunch of other smaller topics that I'd like to sift through that I think may have fallen through the cracks this past week with all of the craziness going down in game. So we'll get straight to it, but you know what to do. If you don't want to miss out on anything coming up for the Division news-wise, update-wise, be sure to subscribe. Have to give a major shout out and thank you to all of our channel members. Thank you guys so much for your ongoing dedication and support. It means the world and truly enables me to keep going on here. But let's get straight to the news. Okay, so we're going to quickly recap a few details that have already been out there in the community. If you follow shorts here on the channel or you follow me over here on Twitter, then you may have seen some of these things, but just bear with me. I want to bring everybody up to speed. Not too long ago, the Division 2 team posted this short little video over on their Twitter page talking about some of the big things to expect from this year's Gamescom. It's only a minute long, so let's give it a watch.
You've been asking.
You've been guessing.
You've been debating.
Let's talk at Gamescom.
It's never been a better time to be an agent. Whether you're joining us in Cologne or watching online, we got a lot in store for you.
We'll be live across 2 days talking about where Division 2 is today, where it's heading next, and spend time with the community.
Day one, we'll finally give you an update about Crossplay.
Finally.
Talk about what's coming in Season 3 and why we are more excited than ever about what's ahead.
On day 2, we'll update you on the progress on the upcoming Division 2 survivors.
We'll be taking you behind the scenes, so follow along on our social channels and keep your eyes peeled. There may be some supply drops waiting for you.
So whether you're coming to Cologne
or joining us from your favorite spot at home,
come spend Gamescom with us.
Stay frosty, agents, and see you soon.
Okay, so that was the news update that they posted a short while ago, which of course confirms that a crossplay update is coming, Survivors news is inbound. But that was then followed up by this little post that just came out a short while ago from when I'm recording this. We now have the full schedule. So that video said day 1, day 2, but we didn't know what days those were, when those panels would be happening. This is now what we can look forward to. So next Wednesday, August 26th, we have panel 1, which is going to be called the Division 2 on the Horizon. And according to that video we just watched, this is going to be when they talk about crossplay, as well as Season 3, which we know is coming up quite soon. As you can see, this will be going down at 1800 CEST, which should be 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, in case you're over in North America. Just to let you know now, I do plan to stream both of these two panels on Wednesday and Thursday. So if you would like to come hang out with me, catch our live reactions, and see the news together, then you certainly can. But just mark your calendars, because that is when that is going to be going down. But then we move on to day 2, Thursday, August 27th. They're going to do a meet and greet. Now this is of course only really applicable if you're going to be there at Gamescom in Cologne. However, they do say that the Q&A portion here is going to be streamed on Instagram Live. I'm not going to cover this really. It's also in the middle of the night from where I'm at. But if you want to tune into that at the Division game on Instagram, maybe you'll get a good tidbit or two. You can let me know. But the big hitter is going to be panel 2. It is going to be at that exact same time slot the following day. This one is called the Division 2 March into the Future, which I think is a very interesting title. I think March here might be a little bit of a double meaning. We know that according to Ubisoft, the Division 2 Survivors is set to launch before the end of March 2027. Obviously, March is a huge symbolic month for the Division, and they said in that video that day 2 they would talk about Survivors. Is this a hint toward the potential release date for that? I guess we'll find out. But anyway, these are the two big panels, the two big time slots next week for news and announcements. Once again, both of those will be streamed here on my channel and over on Twitch, as well as the official Ubisoft Twitch channel, as you can see right here. The final point to talk about, though, when it comes to Gamescom and just upcoming big content for the Division 2 is this. Now, once again, I reposted this on my Twitter page last week, but you may very well have not seen it. In the devs Incursion Watch Party livestream, they dropped a surprise bit at the very end, which was the first official concept art for the Central Park DLC. And notably, in that video that we took a look at the beginning of this, where they were talking about the big things to expect from Gamescom, the one notable exclusion was if the DLC would be brought up, if so on which day. But given that this is the one piece of content that we have a more definitive release window for, they said it would be coming during calendar year 2026. I see no way in which this is not brought up next week at Gamescom. Whether that is on day 1, day 2, I've got no clue. But yeah, don't forget that we have a new DLC on the way soon. This depicts the Upper West Side. I've seen a few people saying that this here may be a safe house. Apparently this is kind of a notable building. In real life, I'm not sure. As always, they tease what details can you spot. I'm not seeing anything crazy in this. I've given it some look over the past week, but if any of you watching spot something, certainly let me know in the comments below. Okay, so that is everything involving Gamescom and what to look out for heading into next week. But before we close out, as I said, I just wanted to briefly go over a few minor stories. The first one here being, as of this morning, the Year 8 Season 3 Red Horizon PTS has concluded. The feedback forums over on the official Discord server are going to remain open though for quite some time. So if you have any thoughts on items like the PvE rebalance, the new modifiers coming in, the big PvP changes coming for this patch, then certainly be sure to jump on over there and leave your thoughts and feedback for the team to consider. Additionally, I've had a lot of people asking me where their gold and silver incursion arm patches are. If you don't know what I'm referring to, there were 24-hour and 1-week rewards for completing the new Broken Rain incursion. But as a reminder, the team had previously confirmed this in prior communications and live streams, but these rewards are going to be granted manually. And so they put out this reminder tweet which said the gold and silver arm patches are not granted automatically. Eligible players will receive them through a manual grant by August 21st. So if you're watching this wondering where your rewards are, there's still a 4-day window that they've given themselves to grant this to you. If by August 21st or afterwards you have not received yours yet, then definitely look into reaching out to Ubisoft support. But I'm going to guess that towards the back half of this week, they will really start giving those out. Okay, finally we jump over to the Division 2's handy bug reporter. I'll always give my shout out. If you don't use this site, you can officially report bugs for the dev team to investigate. You can upvote and contribute to other people's posts to get stuff to have higher visibility and more priority for fixing. The main reason I wanted to jump on here though was to talk about the audio bug. This is of course a huge one that I'm sure the majority of you know what I'm talking about. The devs claimed pretty adamantly ahead of the release of Year 8 Season 2.3 last week that patch would deliver significant improvements to the game's audio and us losing sounds from our weapons and other in-game sounds. Unfortunately, that does not seem to have stuck very well. And the main update that I wanted to give you was here on the Bug Reporter. They did post an update about the situation. They said that, hello agents, while we made some changes in the Year 8 Season 2.3 patch to address those missing sounds muting while playing, we are continuing to investigate as it is still happening for players. They say that if you are also still experiencing weapons and other sounds going mute in your game, please continue contributing to the report and share videos of it happening in your game. And if we look down here, there are still continually lots of people that are contributing to this. If you think this is a fruitless effort and that contributing to this will not aid the overall effort in fixing this, the devs did say that whenever you contribute to a post on the Bug Reporter, they're then able to check your Ubisoft Connect account and look at the in-game data to back up what you're saying and better help them investigate and solve the problems. So, that being said, I highly encourage all of you who want this fixed to go on here, contribute your findings, your experiences. I'll leave a link for this specific Bug Reporter card in the description below so that you can go on there if you would like to contribute. Okay, everybody, but I think that wraps up today's news roundup. I, of course, wanted to dedicate the first part of the video to talking about everything we are expecting with Gamescom next week, but then as well give a spotlight to a few of those other smaller things that I know many of you have been asking about. So, I hope you're leaving this video feeling more informed. At the very least, I would love to hear any and all of your thoughts on what we covered today. What are your expectations or feelings heading into Gamescom next week now that we have the full calendar and at least an idea of what's going to be discussed? What are your thoughts on the content presented in the Year 8 Season 3 PTS? What do you think about the performance of the game overall since the patch last week with the new Broken Rain incursion? Whatever you're thinking, let me know down below. Can't wait to read through them. That is going to do it for me on this one though. Thank you all so much for coming by and watching, and until I see you next, RogueGold out. Oh! We just got a Ravenous! I might not be friendly. Let's go.
Coming to the Division 2.
Let's go!
And